Welcome to Business Talk here on businesstech.co.za, where we unfold the stories behind the brand shaping our world. As always, I'm Michael Avery, and today we're talking about a smartphone brand that's been making waves, not just with sleek devices and cutting-edge foldables, but with an audacious vision to dominate the South African market by 2028. Our guest is Fred Zhou, the dynamic CEO of Honor, a company that really has been rewriting the rules of smartphone innovation and design. And with their newest foldable, the Magic V5, creating a buzz in China, we're about to find out what's next for the South African market and beyond. Fred, always a great pleasure having you here on Business Talk. Now, your business performance really has been impressive in South Africa. What have your biggest milestones been since you arrived back in 2021?
So Honor become like independent companies from in November of 2021, and we become independent. Right now, it has been more than 4 years. And in South Africa, actually, we started the operation in 2021 April. And I would say for the last 2 years, we have achieved some milestones. According to the latest third-party report, GfK, we are officially number 2 in smartphone handset market in South Africa. And that's the, let's say, the biggest our milestone we have achieved for the last few years. And we want to also, we have make our announcement and our ambitions. We want to become the number 1 in 2028 in South Africa for handset market.
Wow. I mean, that is rapid growth from entering in 2021 to aiming to be the premier smartphone brand by 2028. What are the key pillars of your strategy to achieve that?
I would say there is 3 key aspects, I would say, to achieve these goals. The first is about the innovation of the product. So the product and the innovations can always bring the latest experience to all the consumers. And the second one is partnership. So we will make the partners with all the operation customers, our media friends, and win the trust from all the different aspects. The last one, I would say, is about get expansion into untouched areas before. We haven't touched it before. So to fulfill our sales grid and get our product touched by as many as possible for all the consumers.
And, you know, I was very fortunate to be at the Mobile World Congress earlier on in the year. And the partnership approach of the strategy was very much in evidence over there, with Honor announcing several partnerships with world-leading companies at the time and doing lots of business. Now, I know every market has its own quirks and preferences. Which Honor smartphones have resonated most with South African consumers? And why do you think they've been so successful in this market?
I think because we provide the first one is we provide wide range of the choice to all the consumers to suitable their request. We provide the Magic series, which is a flagship, and then also this is for the latest innovations and the consumers who want to try the cutting edge innovations or the AI functions and everything. Then we also provide the number series, which is quite hot right now on the 400 series, which combine the innovation and the technologies into a fabulous device. And for the most entry level consumers, for the massive consumers, we provide the Honor X series, from X9C to the X5. So the consumers, but we never compromise with products with qualities. So all the X range was known as tough and durabilities. But at the same time, we also believe AI is accessible for everyone. So we have the AI functions from our flagship, and we also even develop the AI functions to our number series and X series. So I think that's the main reasons for consumers why Honor have such big improvement. But not last but not the least, except the handset, Honor also provide a lot of IoT products, which including tablets, laptop, and audio's wearables to provide a seamless ecosystem to consumer to experience in South Africa market. So these two, I would say, yeah, maybe the most two particular reasons for consumers or for Honor to achieve the such big improvements for last few years.
I just lost you for a second there, Fred. I don't know, it just froze. So I'm just going to pick it up from where you left off then. And Fred, I've had the great pleasure of using this Magic V2 for the last almost 2 years now, it feels like. And I've got to tell you, the battery life is still phenomenal. The build quality, the hinges, there's nothing. I mean, it's like the first day I got it. And I've never had so many comments at the various conferences that I do where people come up to me because I use this as my speaking notes, as my tablet replacement. So it really has, it's a leading device. It really, in the foldables category, I don't think there are many that come close, but you've built your reputation in the foldable category, even though now you're talking about this broad ecosystem. With the recent launch of the Magic 5 in China, what are the standout innovations or improvements compared to previous models?
Yes, Michael, as you just mentioned, Honor has redefined the foldable category. Actually, I have the latest Magic V5 in my hands. So this model was launched in China on 2nd of July. And once it's launched, it becomes the world's thinnest foldable smartphones. And it for the launch day, it's already break the sales record from the previous version with V2, which achieved 1 million unit sales globally. So we have big confidence in this model can achieve more, will bring us more in a surprise. So I would say, according to your question, according to the innovations about the product on this one, the first one I would say is about the ultra slim. As you can see here, it's about only have 8.8 millimeters. It's ultra slim, but within a such slim body, it comes with a 5,820 milliampere batteries, which can last for the whole day. And the last one, this one is IP59. So that means you can bring this one to the water, to the ocean, to the sea, and play on the beach, and even maybe dropped into the water. No problem. It can last for long. So these three, I think that's the latest or the newest innovations of the hardware side we bring with Magic V5.
I don't know how you keep on doing it. When I spoke to you about the V2, and you're already the first manufacturer under the 10 mils, you're now at 8.8 mils, and it hasn't required trade-offs in other areas such as battery or capacity or durability. In fact, you've increased on those fronts. When can South African consumers expect to see cutting-edge devices like the Magic 5 on local shelves?
So for this year, we're gonna bring Magic V5 to South Africa in October. So all the consumers can expect the latest technology monster to arrival in the market later this year, Q4.
And I know you've been very tight-lipped on pricing. Any idea on what kind of range we can expect?
We will bring some surprise to all the consumers about the price and the launch offer.
Now, I know
just keep following our Facebook and Twitter, our digital platform.
Fantastic. I'm really looking forward to it, Fred. And I know South Africa is a highly competitive market. We've got quite a few established players in the market. What do you think the unique advantages are that Honor brings to stand out from other brands like Samsung and Apple and Xiaomi that have seen your rapid rise to number 2 in the market?
Well, that's a tough question. But I would like to answer the question in this way. So we always believe all the consumers should have the access or the chance to experience like the latest innovation, like the innovation and the technologies. So, and not compromise with like the hardware, right? So they need experience the latest innovation, but about the qualities, they can never say like compromise. So from owner side, for the last few years, all the products we bring to South Africa, first is the quality of the product always top range. And we have very, very rare returns or the repairs from the consumers. And actually this makes some of our service provider like quite angry because there's few business from owner. And we also bring the AI functions. For example, only from other manufacturers, they only put on the flagship. We also put these innovations into our number series and our X series to give everyone access to experience the latest AI functions. So yeah, the market is tough, but we have the confidence to win the trust from all the consumers. Word of mouth start to spread out in the market in South Africa, and the owners start slightly to win the trust from all the consumers.
Yeah, and it's not surprising, given that what you've said. I mean, you're blending cutting edge innovation, but you're not sacrificing quality. And then you're also talking about integrating AI and software and building ecosystems. And I think that really resonates with consumers who then want to stay in one particular ecosystem and with a brand they can trust from a quality and innovation perspective. I've just got to ask you, what excites you most about Honor's next chapter in South Africa, given this kind of growth that you've experienced?
The next chapter and the next goal, as I just mentioned, right now we are number 2 in handset market, and in 2028, we want to fulfill our ambition, and we want to achieve the number 1 market share in South Africa, and we want all the South African consumers can have the chance and to experience all the Honor fantastic product.
Well, Fred Zhou, CEO of Honor, thank you so much, as always, for joining us here on Business Talk and sharing the cutting-edge innovation with my audience here on businesstech.co.za. And I guess it's clear that if there's anything to take away from our conversation, it's that Honor is already a serious player in South Africa's smartphone market. And I think with devices like the Magic V5 redefining what's possible and due for our shores in October, well on track to potentially become number 1 by 2028. We'll certainly be watching closely to see if that unfolds. Fred Zhou, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you very much, Michael. Thank you very much for your time.